goodness. Okay. Well, apparently we're live now. I told it to go live at 11, and it's live now, and nobody's here because it's not 11. So I'm just going to talk to myself for a little bit, because I have nothing else to do. That's kind of annoying. Oh my goodness. Just hanging out here on the internet talking to myself. Just waiting, just waiting. Who wants to have a conversation with me? Because I said go live at 11 and YouTube said now, which is not what I wanted. So, Kimberly Williams is here. Thank goodness. And Cheryl. I was sitting here all by myself feeling like a weirdo. Which, I mean, in all fairness, I do most days anyway. I set it up and set it for 11, and then all of a sudden it said, you're live. And I was like, but I'm not ready. So if you got to watch me babble and talk to myself, you're welcome. That was here for you. I did that for you. So, oh, look at all these wonderful, I love it. I love it. I see some of my favorite people are here, which makes me very happy. So, we have a lot of little things to talk about and some updates, and no Patreon shout outs because I forgot to write them down. So I failed on that one. I'll get that one next time. So if you just join Patreon, I'm sorry. I'll shout you out next time. So anyway, how are you? How is everybody? Good morning. It is miserable out. So what better thing to do than come to the open house? Our open house starts today. It's today and tomorrow. Yes, it's late. It's very late in the year. It's usually in October, and it is the weekend before Thanksgiving. It is not because that's how I wanted it to be. I wasn't intending on having a holiday open house. I was intending on having our normal October one, but October all of a sudden became the busiest, most hectic month of the year, and it's looking like next year is going to be the same. So maybe next year we can figure some things out. We being me. So yeah, so anyway, it's our open house. If you're coming, I think there's like 3 of you coming. I can't wait to see you and hug you and say hello. So I'm kind of sad and kind of annoyed with myself that it's so late, but it is what it is. I can only control so much, and October was chaotic. So I have something in my eye. Maybe I don't know. All right, so what do we want to talk about today? I have some updates. And along with updates, I also want to talk to you about Cork. So let's talk about my last trip. We'll talk about Novi, and then we're going to talk a little bit about Cork. Not about working with Cork so much, but about Cork suppliers and what goes on my end. So maybe you guys can understand a little bit better. And yes, Kelly and Cheryl are coming. So that's 2. There might be a 3rd. So anyway, I'm just teasing. I'm sure there's going to be at least 4 people coming. So first things first, we got back, my mom and I got back on Sunday from Novi, and we had a fantastic time. It was, I always have a good time with my mom. We always have fun. We have a great time doing shows. And I'm guessing that based on the crazy schedule I just made for myself for next year, that my mom and I will be doing a lot more shows even later, or even more next year is what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Hi, Sandy. I can't wait to see you later. So Eric, the whole plan, I don't know why you're here, because I can't follow myself. Let's start with something that makes sense. Eric is not retiring in January as he had originally planned. The reason is it's a financial reason, and it's a good one because of his age. Yes, he is qualified to retire, but actually if he can hold out for 5 more years, it will be much better for us in the long run. So he is going to be working for 5 more years. Let's start with that. So because of that, Eric will not be going to as many shows next year, starting next year, as we had anticipated. But that's okay. It's totally fine. My mom, who was in Novi with me, that's where this whole thing started, will be going to a lot of shows with me. Eric will be in Washington State, in February next year, and she will probably do 1 or 2 more shows with me, but for the most part, my mom will be traveling. So anyway, now we'll rewind, we'll fast forward back to Novi. I don't know anything. I need to drink coffee. So my mom and I went to Novi, and we had a great time, and I finally got the chance after, this is my 3rd show with OSQE, I finally said it's time. I need to talk to them about teaching, because if any of you have followed me for any amount of time, you know that I do teach a lot, but also back before YouTube, before I was on YouTube, my big thing was AQS shows, and I taught at a lot of them. I taught at almost every single one of them. So a lot of times I would be vending and I would be teaching. Well, then COVID, I stopped vending. I started teaching in different ways. I don't travel as much to teach as I used to. I go a little bit, but I mostly teach here. I teach here on YouTube, I teach here in my studio, and I teach Zoom classes. But I want to teach at shows again, because it's a great way to bring business into the booth, and it's just a great way to offset the cost of going to a show. Going to a show is probably never going to get less expensive. Renting a booth space, it's very costly. You typically don't get much with it, if anything. These shows, you get nothing. You get some drapes in the back, and that's about it. So we're bringing tables or renting them if need be, paying for power, all that kind of stuff. So how do we offset the cost? By teaching. And I had a fantastic conversation with the people that run the Original Sewing and Quilting Expo, OSQE. And I talked to Joy, who does their education, and we just hit it off immediately. We had a great conversation. She seems really excited about it. I'm gonna contact her probably next week. Everything is so crazy between the open house and Thanksgiving. I haven't had a chance to yet. But she's really excited about it. And so if I do one of their shows next year, I think, I can't say 100%, nothing's ever guaranteed, but I think there's like a 99% chance that I will be teaching at it. So on our list for next year, if all goes smoothly and nothing changes, and we all know how life happens, I will hopefully, my plan is to vend and teach at their show in Cleveland, which we were at this year. We had a fantastic time. Let's see, after that is Raleigh. My sister lives in Chapel Hill, so like, why would we not go to Raleigh when I can stay with her for free? After that would be the Texas show, the Dallas show at the end of July, beginning of August. Then we have Cincinnati, Novi, and I feel like there was a sixth one. Oh, Fredericksburg, of course, Fredericksburg. It's my anniversary, I always forget that one. So Eric will probably be with me for that one. So I came home pumped up, enthusiastic, full of so many ideas. I was like, I want to do this and this and this. And Eric just kind of got all this just piled on him. I was like, here's all the ideas I have. And he was like, you literally have your entire year booked. Yes, I do. So that is my plan. And Cindy, I did say Texas. So thanks to my husband who loves Texas and my Texas friends, yes, I'm fairly certain. I hate saying 100% until I've written a check and paid for it, but I am like 99.9% sure that end of July, beginning of August, that we are going to be at the Dallas Original Sewing and Quilting Expo. We have not done a show in Texas in 2 years, and before that it was like 2 or 3 years, so I'm very excited. I love going to Texas. Eric loves driving, and so that one, because it's much longer than a lot of the other trips, I'm sure he'll be going to that one with me. So that's my plan. On top of more Zoom classes, more virtual retreats, those are not stopping, a whole bunch of other things. So we've got a lot of stuff going on. So as those shows are kind of paid and booked and scheduled, and I know what I'm teaching, if I'm teaching, they will go on the website. I always put a list of everything on the homepage of the website, so you know that I'm gonna be there. Sometimes people don't think to look there, and then they're like, oh my God, I didn't know that you were in my home state. I live 20 minutes from where that show was. So just email me if you're not sure, or just go to the homepage of the website and it'll say, 2025 shows, and there will be a list. I try to put as much information on there as I can. So that was first. That was number one. Other than that, yes, fantastic show. We did great. Before I start talking about Cork and website and all that kind of stuff, quick reminder, today is the 22nd. You are 4 days away from the deadline for the holiday swap. Have you shipped your holiday swap? Have you emailed me your tracking number? These are questions I need to know. If you're going to be late for some reason, have you told me? These are things that we all that are doing the holiday swap have to let me know. So if you're going to be late, if you've already mailed it, if you have tracking, I need to know all of that. If you've received yours, please post, please put something up. I'm sorry, I had something in my eye and I thought it was gone. Please tell the person that sent it to you that you love it. Show the rest of us so we know what's going on. And if for some reason you're not on Facebook, totally fine. You're gonna have to sit here and bear with me for just a second. I can feel it. Okay, I think I got it. Maybe not. I don't know. I don't know what's happening. Anyway, you can, sorry. Just let me know what's going on with your holiday swap. That's all I want to know. And if you are not on Facebook, that's what I wanted to say. If you are not on Facebook, email me. I will post on your behalf. I have one in my inbox right now that I need to post. Pat, you are right. It has been absolutely beautiful. And also, Pat, I hope you're healing well. Pat is healing right now, so send good thoughts her way. I still have something in my eye. I'll get over it. Okay, so I talked to you about Novi. I talked to you about that. The only other things coming up for the end of the year, because I'm done traveling, are Zooms. We have 2 Zoom classes before the end of the year, December 7th and December 14th. And then we also have our mystery, New Year's Eve mystery sew-along that is not available for sign-up yet. I'm aiming for December 1st to have the sign-ups available. Hopefully the next time that I see you guys, and I have to figure that out because of the holiday. Let me see. I will not see you guys here again until the 6th because next week is Thanksgiving. So I am hoping that by the 6th at the latest, I'm aiming for the 1st, but the 6th, it might be the 6th, that you will have the information for the New Year's Eve holiday sew-along. Mystery sew-along. I am so distracted by my eyeball right now. Okay, moving on. Who cares if I can't see? So let's talk about restocks because we have some restocks. And then I have a few more I'm thankful shout outs for you at the end. Probably gonna make it kind of quick today because I have to go put food out for the open house. So we did get some restocks. We also have a few new corks. Yes, Andy, it will be a brand new pattern just like last year. So we have a few new corks that came in. We also have the November Cork Club on the website, and then also some updates on some of the EVL cork and some of the other corks. So I just kind of want to give you a general update. If you have been waiting for anything or anxious to get anything, I'm hoping to reach as many of you as I can here because it's not always easy for me to post these kinds of updates anywhere. I try to, but a lot of times they get overlooked. So I'm hoping that as many people that need to hear it are here. So I placed a cork order a little while ago, and half of that, well, no, I don't even know if it was half, a good portion of it came in. It's cut, it's on the shelves, it's inventoried, it's on the website. That being said, some of the cork that I ordered got split. I got like a little bit of one thing and I'm waiting for the rest of it. I didn't get certain other things. Some of the white cork, the base that I need for them to print is out of stock again. These are all things that I deal with constantly. And I know that all of you mean well. I know that you email me and you ask me here. You're just curious and you're just excited, and I appreciate that. But a lot of times when you're asking me and I don't have an update, or it seems like I don't have an update, it's because I literally don't have anything to say. I don't know how to explain it to you. So I put in my order. They then split my order up. It was supposed to be here before we left for Michigan. It came in after we got back from Michigan. It was only half of what I ordered. The rest of it is more of it's coming like by Monday, it's shipping. Then other things are still not getting ordered. And it's very confusing. And I truly wish that my cork vendor understood this, but unfortunately they don't. When I send an email, I reference the number. They have a SKU number. I also reference what I call it. So let's just say that I'm ordering, for instance, Flourish, and it's item number 1234. When they send me an invoice, it just says item 1234. It doesn't say my name on it. So I am constantly cross-referencing their number and my name to know which one is which. So when the order gets split into 2 or 3 separate orders, I'm constantly cross-referencing. It gets a little confusing. It's hard to keep track of everything. That is why sometimes something gets ordered 2 and 3 times because I'm like, oh no, we're out of this. Let me keep ordering it, when really it's been on order. Or something else, I'm like, no, that's on order, and then it doesn't come in. So it's just, it gets a little hectic around here, and it's not that I ever mind answering questions. I never want you to feel like I don't want to answer questions, but more often than not, there's a lot more going on than you may see. And I understand that this year, especially in the sewing community and in the bag making community, there's been some turmoil. There's been some negativity. There's been shows canceled, money not refunded, businesses claiming that you're getting something and a year later it's not coming. There's been a lot of stuff. I am not going to name names and get into specifics because that is not my place to do that. If you have no idea what I'm talking about, consider yourself blessed that you did not have to deal with any of that. But because of all of those things, and I see all of them, I read the posts, I'm in the groups, I hear all the stuff, I hear the rumors. I hate being someone who is genuinely honest and running a legitimate business and doing my best to please everybody and having to give you vague answers, because I feel like the people that are giving you the BS answers, and I'm not. But if you've already been screwed by somebody else, it's hard for you to believe the good people, and I get that. But I hope that you know me by now. I hope that you totally value what I do and understand that I am a good person. But a lot of times I just can't give you an answer because I'm waiting to get an answer. I have sent emails, made phone calls, done so many things to get answers. And a lot of times we're dealing with foreign countries. We are on not just different time zones, way different. We're on different days. They're a day ahead of us or a day behind us. We're dealing with so many different people. We're dealing with language barriers. Sarcasm and humor is not well received outside of America. I'm going to tell you that right now. Trying to explain frustration does not always come across. It doesn't always get read as what you did truly frustrated me. I need you to help me out. They're like, okay, cool. So there's a lot of barriers and there's a lot of things. And so you want your $26 piece of cork. You gave me your money. I owe that to you. I spent thousands of dollars and sent it away and have to wait for not only your piece of cork, but other pieces. It gets frustrating on my end. I am always here to answer questions. I am always happy to tell you what's going on. I just don't like to bring all that. I like to be transparent, but sometimes transparency sounds negative. So I just like to let you know what's going on. A prime example, and I'm not going to get super deep into this, is the Mormino Cork. This one right here. And I have this here for a reason. This cork right here. When Lauren and I decided to do this box together, this collaboration, this cork was on order in April. I not only ordered what I needed for her for 800 boxes, I ordered way more because Eric and I talked about it and he said, you know, people are going to want that immediately. Don't wait and order it. And I was like, you're right. So what happened when it came in, first of all, the order was delayed. There were so many things going on. In it being delayed, it came in bits and pieces. So I'm trying to keep track of everything that came in. And in doing that, there were also printer issues. There was coloring issues. There were all sorts of other things going on behind the scenes. And my order from April that I was told would be here by June, but wink, wink, probably in May, didn't show up until August. I was jeopardizing not only a business relationship, but I was afraid to hurt my friendship with Lauren. And then all of the pieces that came in that were wrong, like as Eric is cutting, Eric cuts all of this. So it comes on rolls. Eric is cutting 18-inch pieces of this so that we can bring it to Lauren. As he's cutting it and finding printing mistakes or pieces taped together or an abundance of other errors, those chunks are now getting cut out. So let's say he cuts a piece and it's good, and the next piece 6 inches in has an issue. He now has to chop that off and start all over again. So we're losing inches and inches. Where did that come out of? It came out of my pieces because I had to provide for the box. There was a pile sitting right here, a massive stack that was disgusting me. I had to walk away from it because it was all of the misprints and all of the issues, and I had to sit and go through each of them and see what I could salvage. Some of the things that came in, this was one of the issues that we dealt with. This is green, this is blue. This is what it was supposed to look like. Some of it came in looking like this. I can't reorder this. I can't reorder that because it's not a coloring issue on a file. It's a printing issue that was a mistake. So all of these things compounded, and then I put it up for pre-sale on the website, and I don't like doing pre-sales. Putting things on back order is hard enough for me. I just like to let you know that things are coming in, but when they don't, it stresses me out because I understand what you guys are going through. Majority of you, almost every one of you is amazing and you understand. And you're like, I get it, I'll be patient. It's that small percentage of people that are absolutely nasty and horrific about the cork that I also have to deal with, that call me names and get mad, and that stinks on my end. So all of this happening, I put the Mormino Cork up for pre-order. I had it coming. All of it came in for all of you out there who've already placed your pre-order. Now that all that came in and there were more mistakes and there was another shortage on the order, I don't have any more left. I have a few random size pieces, but I don't have any more left. So for all of you that were like, great, as soon as it comes in, I don't want to pre-order it, I'll just order it when it's on the website. It's still not on the website. It is, but it now says round 2 because now we have to start all over again and I have to get another supply of it in. So I'm going to stop because I don't want to talk about all the BS anymore. I just kind of wanted to give you a heads up, let you know, and basically just say, be kind to small businesses because we are dealing with way more things than you will ever know or imagine or deal with on your end when it comes to the thing you're trying to buy. We all have things going on. We all have issues, personal issues. We all have things to deal with. But until you run a business, please just know that there are certain things that you will never fully comprehend because it's not for you to know. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. I'm going to take a sip of my coffee, read your comments, and then I'm going to show you new stuff. And we're going to move away from the BS and the rain. Andy, I know what you mean. Ignorance is bliss. And for you, move on. Don't even worry. All of the things that have transpired this year, some of them affected me, but they were not directly from my company, thank God, or a lot of the people that I deal with. And if you were not affected by any of that bad stuff, then you're good. Stay ignorant. Ignorant is a good thing sometimes. Pat, can you post that on every single person's Facebook page? Everybody needs to know this. As consumers, we should try to buy from small businesses, but we must also be kind, patient, and flexible. We need to plan ahead and be sure to have options and backup plans. Thank you. Pat Hale coming in with the words of wisdom. Pat Hale, I'm thankful for you today and many other days. Yes, so the support is everything. Nancy, you are correct. The green is really pretty, but the problem is I can't get it again. And I think I have a couple pieces of it, but it's not something I can ever reorder. So that's the issue because it's supposed to be blue. I love the green. The green's gorgeous. It was a printing error. This is another conversation I had with somebody in Michigan and also via email literally just this morning. They wanted something and said, I love the more muted version of this. Why don't you sell this anymore? And I was like, because I can't. Because two things. If you have this and you need to match this and I send you this, then we fight. I don't want to do that. If you ordered something from me that is bright and has a lot of white in it, and now the white is muted, you can't match that. You might like the muted, but I can't reorder that because it's not a file thing, it's a printer thing. And it's when the printer has made a mistake. Sometimes they're beautiful mistakes, but they can't be duplicated. So, it's like cooking. How many of you cook and then somebody says, can I have your recipe? And you're like, I put in a little bit of garlic powder. You don't know how much. You just do it because you know how it tastes. When they make it, it's a different version. So it's kind of like that. It's kind of the same thing. It's kind of like my mother and her tomato sauce recipe that my sister and I will never be able to duplicate, but we're going to try for the rest of our lives because she has all the secrets in her head and she measures by heart, not by actual measurements. It's the same thing. So my mom is here right now. She probably heard me say that and I don't care. So thank you, Nancy. I am venting a little bit. I don't really want to vent all day. I really don't. I want to have a wonderful day and that's what I'm going to have. So I just wanted to let you guys know. So Zena, thank you as always. Marie, you get it. We've been in the custom airboat manufacturing business. Marie, that sounds intense. And we've had to fire customers. that is a thing that also happens. That is a thing for like a Friday night. Jess has had a few glasses of wine conversations, but yes, sometimes people have to get fired. So let's see here. Okay. Yes. So Andy, you and many others want to know, I had a bag behind me with the screen mask. It was not cork. It was a vinyl that I purchased. It is not here anymore because it causes a lot of questions and I can't give you all the answers. I bought the vinyl like 2 years ago. I have no idea where I bought it from. I think I bought it when I was at a show and I don't know if you can get it anymore, but I put it up here because it was spooky Halloween and I have no answers for you. So I'm so sorry. Okay, so let's move on. I'm going to show you some new stuff. We're going to talk about some cork that is here. I have an opinion I want from you guys on another cork, a mistake cork that I could reorder if I wanted to. And then I'm going to give some I'm thankful shout outs and then I'm going to go put food out. So first things first, November Cork Club. If you, for some reason, have not received November Cork Club, I don't know why, but also cover your eyes because I'm going to show you what we have in. This is all on the website. So first things first is we have light coral. Now, do you remember salmon? Remember salmon that went away? Salmon. Just want to show you the comparison. It's pretty close. Salmon is obviously deeper and I think more orangey. This one is a little bit more pink, but if you like that color, this one's going to be a great one for you. So we have light coral. That's on the website. That was from November. We also have Dusty Teal. So Dusty Teal, I was hopeful based on a picture that we were getting this teal again. I'm still holding out hope that someday this teal will come back. This is not that teal. It is different from medium blue green. It's definitely bluer, but this is Dusty Teal. I love this one. This one has that kind of choppy, kind of block look to it. So that is number 2. And number 3, we had a new print. We have 3 new ones for November. We have Floral Wheels. And I'm going to tell you, I color match this one, but you could put, I'm just looking now, there is yellow in it and there is red. You literally could put any color with this. I did not realize that right there is red and that's yellow because from a distance it was looking pink, but any color, any solid color that you want to put with this will go. And it's a nice small print, so it's good for bags, but also for wallets. This one's super fun. It's got just cute little flowers and things. That is all on the website. We also restocked Jade, this beautiful green, because I'm just full of controversy today. Because of Christmas plaid. Remember Christmas plaid? No, you don't, because I had it, no one bought it. It's sat on a shelf. I showed this during a virtual retreat. They bought all of it. They bought it all. So this is all that I have, but it's coming. It didn't come in this order, but it's coming. I'm hoping it comes real soon since Christmas is around the corner. But if you get your hands on Christmas plaid, this Jade, this is the Jade that Brittany used that she posted in the Facebook group. This is the most beautiful, rich green. This is here. Christmas plaid is coming, but that is the color that I like the best with it. We also have, I have an update for you. I have one piece of turtle cork, but turtles are on the way. Turtles are coming. You guys are hot for the turtle cork, and I understand, it's gorgeous. Turtles are coming. I got literally this. This is the piece that I have. Turtle is coming, I'm hoping next week. I'm being positive. I'm trying. We have a new color. This one I really love, and this is Caribbean green. Now, it might look like this one, pastel green, and next to each other you can see the difference. They're very similar, but this one is just, it's so, I don't know, it's just so good. It's minty and bluey, and it's just very pretty. It goes fantastic with succulents. Succulents, I'm also waiting for, because the succulent cork is on the white background. But there was a misprint. They did not send me this one. This one is still on order because they're waiting for the white, but they sent me this. They sent me succulents by accident on Smooth Natural. Now, I like it. It's deeper, it's richer, it's not as pastel-y. I like it. We have it on the website. Do we want to continue stocking this? That's all. Do you like this? I will keep this one. That is not a question. Do we want succulents on natural? Just throwing it out there. Just curious. And also, look at this. Look at that. Oh, it looks so good. So Arnetta says yes. Arnetta says yes. Keep it. Just, I'm curious. I'm curious. Do you like the, okay. Okay. All right. So our misprint might become a new pattern. So look for that in the future. We have some now. It will probably sell out because I didn't get a lot of it because it was a mistake, but that's okay. But I think we might get some more. Okay, you guys are all for it, so I'm for it. Okay, I did have a little mail opening. I wanted to share this with you. I got these from Nicole at Sonar, and I had to show you because they're so cute. Look at, she got little tags made with her pink cushion and her Burge, which looks an awful lot like the Burge that Eric has, which is still not here because we got a little bit of it in. It went to all the back orders and now the birds are gone again. I will get more traditional Burge from the EVL line. I will get 10 times what I normally order the next time that I get it because wow, you guys love it. And I still don't have any of it. So I'm just putting that out there. I still don't have any of the cork that I love. Okay. I think I gave you all the things that I wanted to give you. So if you have questions for me, let me know. In the meantime, I just want to do a few more thankfuls because next week is Thanksgiving. So I just wanted to say a few more. I did this 2 weeks ago and I just want to say it again. So first of all, a specialized I'm thankful for is for my mom. My mom is out there. I don't know if she can hear me right now. I don't know if she cares or not because she's very modest like that, but I'm going to say it anyway. My mom has been a huge help this entire year between all the patterns that she folds, all of the help with orders, going to shows with me. I called her one day at 1 o'clock in the afternoon and asked her to come over and watch the dogs so we could leave to go to Illinois, and she was here in an hour. So I could not do what I do without my mom. And I hope that she knows that. And if she doesn't, I'll tell her again later if she doesn't hear this. So thankful. Thank you very much to my mom. Shout out also to Eric, who's probably not watching this. He's probably watching Netflix right now while he heals. Which thank you for all of you who have also asked and kept up with the journey of Eric and his leg and his foot and asked how he's doing. He's doing fantastic. But I'm very thankful that I have a super supportive husband who not only helps me by cutting cork and helping with orders and Cork Club and all that kind of stuff. He's the one that cuts all of Cork Club. Like he not only cuts from the rolls, he pre-cuts so that you guys can get it quicker because it makes it easier for us to pack. Not only does he do that kind of stuff and help with the heavy lifting and driving to shows and doing all that, he also loves to hear my ideas. He loves when I bounce things off of him. Sometimes he doesn't know if it's a good idea or think it is, but he'll say something and it sparks something in me. And I'm like, ooh, that's a cool idea. I'm really thankful that he wants to learn how to sew, and he really truly does. He's like, I want to learn. I want to understand your patterns. I want to go to a show and feel secure and not kind of confused and lost and always having to revert to you answering questions. He understands that I want to teach classes, and by teaching classes, I may need extra help with setup, or I might need extra, he might be alone in the booth for a few hours, and he's on board with that and happy about it. And not that he's ever not been supportive, but there were definitely times in the beginning when he was distracted. He was doing his own thing. He was there just kind of to fill space. If I left, he was like, you got to hurry back. I have things, I can't answer all these questions. And now he's like, go, like, take your time, do your thing, teach your classes. So I'm super thankful that I have that. I'm thankful for every single one of you. I said that last time, but I'm going to say it again. I am super thankful for every one of you that hangs out with me on Friday when I literally babble about nothing. Most of the time, it's not educational. You watch me pick things out of my eye. You hear me say dumb things like Novi instead of Novi. I'm thankful for all of you that are super amazing and supportive, and support comes in many different ways. Support is you here, support is leaving a comment, support is sharing a post, support is buying on the website, support is all of those things. So I'm super, super thankful for every single one of you. And honestly, I'm also really thankful for all of the people out there that are just mean and rotten to me, because all of the comments that you leave on Facebook and on YouTube actually boost me and the algorithm. It's really helpful. And without your negativity, I would never know that my voice was annoying and that I sat too close to the camera. So I do appreciate all of the people that hate me as well. Thank you, from the bottom of my heart. Sarcasm. And I think, is that everything? I'm so thankful. I'm thankful for a lot of things. I am. I don't even know. I'm super thankful to our Patreon group. I've watched that grow over 2 years and watched them be so unbelievably supportive and, just such an amazing sounding board. I can ask them ideas. They give me their honest opinions. They give me their honest answers. It's been a great place for me to have people to talk to things about, and they've just always been so good, and I appreciate it. Claire, you're right, and I'm teasing. I really don't care if people don't like me. It's the way of the world. But it's totally fine. What else did I want to say? I don't know. I think that was it. I'm feeling a little spicy today, but also happy. I'm happy to be here. I'm always happy to, to sit here with you guys. Someday maybe we won't do this anymore. I don't know. But as far as I know, I will be here for the rest of eternity. That is my plan anyway. I have big dreams and big plans for 2025. And I'm super excited as the months go on, more things will be shared. I was talking during the virtual retreat, our last one of the year in November. It is still November. I can't remember. But I was talking to them about what I have planned and what my intention is for next year is that every month there will be something virtually, not including this. This is our Friday. This is what we do. There will be either a Zoom class or there will be a virtual retreat or both. There will be a lot of things happening virtually because I am having such an amazing time doing these Zoom classes, and you guys are having a great time with them. I thank you for letting me pick your kits for you, and and just listening to the feedback and having you throw ideas towards me and tell me what you want. I have classes planned through February. I will get the listings kind of done in a little bit. It's the holidays. But I have at least what we're doing January, February kind of planned. I have ideas for the rest of the year. We have 8 virtual retreats for next year, which is awesome. I encourage you to try one. I know they're not for everybody, and it's totally fine. If you come and you're like, I just don't really care for it, it's just not my thing, but you might make some amazing new friends. I did. I made amazing friends through my virtual retreats. And yeah, there's just so many things. I just got to get through the rest of this year. And we still have cool things coming up. We've got 2 classes in December. We have room in both of them. The Lola Zoom class, I think, has 30 people in it. 30! Like, there's 30 of you that want to hang out with me on a Saturday. Like, what? Like, that's crazy. In December. We have the Violet class the next weekend. We also have the New Year's Eve Mystery Solo-On. There's just so many things going on. So it's super, super exciting. I'm very enthusiastic. I have videos. I have 2 videos that are already filmed that I need to edit. I have more videos. I have a whole list. I keep an ongoing list. I bought my 2025 notebook so I can write all the things down. And one of the other things, I'm seeing comments popping up, and I'm ignoring them for a moment because I wanted to say this. Lynn, if you're here or if you watch this in the future, I was so excited that I got to meet Lynn from the Cork Emporium in Novi. I had heard of the Cork Emporium. I had known the name, but I did not know who owned it or really anything about it. And the Cork Emporium sells cork just like I do, the cork fabric, but she also sells finished products. She sells cork, a lot of cork purses and wallets and things. And I was sitting, it was the first day of the show. We were early because we wake up early, and we were sitting and chatting. And my mom said, you know, I think somebody wants to talk to you. And Lynn just nicely came over, and she was like, I just wanted to say hi and introduce myself to you. I watch your videos. I love what you do. And, you know, I love your cork, and we both sell the same thing, but let's have an amazing show. And when she walked away, my mom said, wow, that's so different that somebody is not annoyed by it. Like, oh, there's another cork person. She was so gracious and enthusiastic that we both had cork, and we were sending people to each other's booths back and forth all weekend long. And there's no reason why it can't be like that. But unfortunately, sometimes it's just not like that. And so Lynn and I are actually working on a little collaboration together. I will say nothing more than that because it's in our future. It is not right now. It is in the future. But, you know, it's going to these shows, I get to meet really cool people. Not only you guys who come over and give me a hug and say hi, and Sherry Saltmarsh, if you're out there, who was just an amazing human being, and seeing Barbara in person, Barbara Stapleton, hi, if you're here. It's so great. There's so many other people, and now I feel horrible that I can't remember everybody's names, but I have a bad memory. That's why I love venturing out to shows, but for a lot of you, we'll never meet in person. So having all the Zoom classes and the retreats, I get to know you that way. There's always a point, I just don't get to it very quickly. So that's all I can tell you. I'm gonna read a few comments and see if there's anything I need to answer, and then otherwise I'm probably gonna go. I've got cheese and crackers to put out. All right, so you're all loving the Succulents on Natural. Good to know, because I really like it too, and I think we'll end up ordering that. I think you're all awesome, every single one of you. I just want you to know that. So let's see. And my northern accent. Do I have an accent? I guess I do. Sometimes I say certain words kind of strangely, so I guess I do have an accent. Okay, Kathy's here. Hi, Kathy. Everybody is here. You all are amazing. Okay, here. Oh, hey, wait a minute. Jennifer has a question. Real quick, what color is the brown cork on the bag over super close to the camera? Super close. This one? If it's this one, that is cocoa. I hope that's the one that you mean. That one, I think. Yes, okay, yes, that's cocoa. And that is houndstooth, which you all bought all of it. Apparently, this is very interesting to me. Not surprising, but just interesting. There are so many requests on the Violet Zoom kits for plaids, houndstooths, neutral colors, soft, like muted palettes. I am really excited to see how these come out, because a lot of times with a lot of the bags that we do, and like the Lola classes, it was just like blue, pink, whatever, you know, and pick me on anything. And so I kind of had a little bit broader spectrum to pull from. There were a lot of you that asked for muted, and I get it, because that bag just screams classy. It just needs to have that kind of look to it. I get it, but I think you're going to be flooded in December and January with some of the most classy looking bags that you've ever seen. I'm so excited for our Violet classes, because you're gonna see a few here and there that are kind of out there. There might be a few with EVL, there might be a few with flowers. There's going to be a lot of soft, neutral, just beautiful ones, and I think you're all gonna love them. It's fun to see some of the different corks, because sometimes we kind of take it for granted, because it's just like, oh, it's just a neutral, and you forget how simple can be so beautiful. And the bag that Janelle just posted yesterday, I think it was yesterday, all white, top to bottom with rose gold hardware. Simple is beautiful. We don't always have to be over the top. Now listen, I love the Succulents and the turtles as much as everybody else, but sometimes going on the opposite end can be really pretty. Now, let me see here, because I think there was a question I needed. Okay. Is that the green with the plaid in the... Yes, it is. Yes. Andy, you asked that question 8 years ago. I'm sorry. The jade green with the Christmas plaid. And what was this? Let's see. Really like to see the, oh, okay, with different reds. I don't have it near me, or I would love to show you. I can't show you right now, but if I get a chance, I will take a picture. Maybe I'll just post it. I'm trying to get back to my posting every day. I'm not fully committed to it because I am attempting to have a personal life. It's not going well, but I'm trying really hard. So we'll see how that goes. But I'm trying to get back to posting every day. Charlie, I'm so glad you're here. All right, so I'm gonna wrap this up. Andy, I'm gonna post that for you, and I'm gonna wrap this up and go get ready. What I wanna say to all of you is that I hope that you have a wonderful Thanksgiving. I know that next week is going to be very hectic for a lot of you. Whether you are hosting or showing up, I hope that it goes better than you think it is. Family drama is real, and it really can affect your holidays, and I hope that you have none of it. And I hope that it's all good and everything comes out good and your turkey is amazing and your stuffing tastes great. I am in charge of desserts, and that is really where I succeed. I will also be making gluten-free mac and cheese, and I'm very excited about it. So because next week is Thanksgiving, and I have decided that I'm done working every holiday and being a lunatic, I'm taking a lot of next week off. I'm still gonna ship orders, but I'm gonna do some baking. I'm gonna hang out with my sister. She's coming home on Sunday. She's gonna be home for a whole week, which is amazing. We're gonna go Black Friday shopping. I'm gonna hate it, but I'm gonna do it anyway. And I'm super excited. So I will not be here on Friday because I will probably be huddled in a corner crying somewhere in a mall, but my sister's making me go. But I'm very excited to try and be a regular person next week. We're gonna see how it goes. I'm probably not gonna like it, but I'm gonna put in my best effort. So I will see you guys in 2 weeks, and I will be posting in the meantime. And if you need anything from me, just email me. You know where to find me. I love all of you. Have an amazing, amazing Thanksgiving. I'm thankful for every single one of you. And I will see any of you that are coming to the open house in the next day or so. Goodbye.